Hi there. Today I'm going to try something different and just make up a pattern without having any references or anything. Just something that's kind of in my mind. And yeah, it's going to be kind of fun. So let's see where this goes. Hello and welcome. This is Kevin, also known as AKAAWOL. And today I'm going to try making a pattern without having any kind of influence. I've been kind of thinking about this for a couple days, so I kind of have an idea what might happen, but I don't have the finer details in it yet. So as you can see, I'm kind of starting out with my basic, well, it's kind of a zigzag, but then when you put the other bits in, it becomes an arrowhead. And my thought is we could make a really fun fade with this. And then, but we start off with the rainbow because it makes it easier to kind of see what's going on. When you do a fade, sometimes it's really hard to tell the third color from the fourth color, that kind of thing. So my idea is start off here with this, and then we kind of match it on the other side. I don't know how much space we have to work with, but the idea is that this little thing that it makes here will be done over twice in the bracelet. So we do this little fading thing here, and then we have little like a diamond in the center. So that's the plan. So I'm filling in the underlying strings now because obviously I can see where this color goes, and then it might make things a little bit easier as we progress on. So just a helpful hint. Now I know these two are going to catch up to each other somehow. I'm not quite sure how yet, but we will figure that out. So now let's see how this goes. Again, this is just sort of making things up as I go along. Oh. Okay. So the orange is going to come together. I kind of thought it would end up on the yellow, to be honest. I hadn't counted this out or anything. So let me start from the other side here. Wait. So that means that that's the center. Okay, fair enough. I brought a marker line down because that will make recognizing where the middle is a little bit easier as we go along. So again, we can kind of mark out the underlying strings because as we get a little further along here, it's going to be much harder to figure out where everything is going. So that's fascinating. This is ending a little bit quicker. I'm not sure if we'll get to a blue or a purple into the middle area. That'll be my next question, as to what is the innermost color, because my thought was whatever the innermost color is, we make that a nice light color and then work our way out in a fade from there. So let's do the next one. Let's go with yellow. And again, we're going to try to fill this in. Now I kind of know when it comes to making this kind of a zigzag or whatever, that as long as I go in sequence of the colors and don't try to change up something weird, like if I had made this side purple or something, that the colors will match up. That's just something from experience. But if I didn't know that, I would probably have taken maybe a little bit more time in how I kind of laid this out, like figured out where the center part was, and then like worked out like this yellow, for example, and then worked out the colors around it. But I do know that this type of pattern works out pretty well for this sort of thing. So this is going to be fun, and I think this might be actually a nice one for making, to be honest. This is the kind of zigzag that I prefer. You may have heard me complain in some recent videos about some pattern designs that aren't my favorite. This kind I do enjoy a bit more. I use that lightly. I really enjoy this one much more. So yeah, this is going to come down somewhere down there. Okay, next color, green. So we can see that no trouble bringing the green in to be the inner color. Yeah, I've done a lot of variations with the zigzags like this before, but not this one. This is different. We're changing it in the middle. We're not trying to make it all one elongated thing. So this is sort of interesting. Oh, okay. So it just has this little, that's cute. That'll throw me off when it comes time to do it, but I see why it's there, and sure. And you can see that because we filled in those other colors, seeing where this turns and stuff is pretty darn easy. So is green the... Oh no, we have a blue. Okay. So blue is going to make up the innermost bit. Interesting. Let's follow the blue up to the top. And you can see, because like the yellow makes the corner, the blue has to go a certain way. The red made that corner, so the blue has to go this way. And there you have it. And you can see, and this is pretty typical, I can say, with these kind of patterns, is that when you lay out the strings, it goes in the rainbow across the top here. Now, when we do the fade, that might be a bit changed up, because if we want the lightest color to be where blue is, then we have to do something different. That's okay. That's what laying it out and figuring out how it's supposed to work. I was like, why is there so many? Oh, I didn't run all the breads all the way through yet. Okay. Got a little confused. But this is what designing bracelets is all about, is finding new ways of taking patterns that you like and creating something fun. There. So now the reds are all connected, and that just leaves us with a purple, which doesn't see a whole lot of use. That's funny. So this, I think this is kind of fun, but I wonder what it would be like as a double wide, now that I'm kind of looking at it. And besides just being a double wide, if I do, okay, so this pattern is based off of me doubling up my strings, so that way I get like 12 little strings to make up my kumis, but it makes my bracelets thicker, so I go through the knots more. I wonder if I were to do this as a double wide and then do it in single strands, because that would basically, it would elongate the whole thing a bit. I wonder what that would be like, because it might change the length from the top to where center is. So there might be more colors. Maybe the purple makes it to the middle. I don't know. That might be worth trying. Okay, so then the blue comes through. And then the green. So the green's just going to make this little tiny triangle in the side here. Let's bring the other colors down. So the yellows are there. This is red, that's red, blue. Quick check to make sure that I've got all my spaces before I copy this. Alright, so we have the top half. All I need to do now is to copy it, Control C, Control V to paste it, and then the flip tool, flipping it vertically. The moving tool to drag it down below, line it up, and anchor the layer. And there's our bracelet. So now let's see what this would look like in a fade. So we're going to duplicate it so that way I have a nice fresh copy to work from. So the innermost one is the blue. So let's I think if we're going to be smart, we'll use the purple as our lightest one. So let's do that. So we grab this tool, select by color, and we select the purple. Now I'm going to make that a really light blue. Paint. And now what we do in order to make this go fast, we paint the whole selection. Because we selected all of the purple, we can now paint all of it. Right? So now we can select the blue, which is the next color. Let me just make this just a little bit darker. Go back to the paint tool. That's... I'm not sure if that's... Well, that's probably dark enough, I guess. I'm kind of want a little bit more contrast. Let's just a shade darker. There we go. All right, the next one will be the green. Make this a bit darker still. So after green is the yellow. The next color is the orange. And the last color will be the red. And it's kind of hard to see how much of a fade there is in here because the colors are so close together. And again, this is why we didn't paint the whole thing in the fades, because it's hard to see the colors. But we have a nice strong contrast for the diamond area here, and we have this tapers into the middles. You can see that that's, like, again, it'll look a lot different with the string, but that's a pretty cool looking fade. Not sure if I'm gonna go with blues, but yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, I'm totally gonna do this. All right, well, hopefully you enjoyed the video. Give a like and subscribe. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Tell me if you would rather go with the rainbow version or a faded version. And yeah, I will. I think I'm going to look into actually making this as a double wide as well. So yeah, we'll have something else to look forward to. So thanks again for hanging out this long. If you haven't considered, maybe consider subscribing to my Patreon account. You get lots of insights and stuff that I share over there. And yeah, that'd be great. And as always, don't get your strings in a bunch.